All right, we are live here from the gallery at the Fredericton Inn as we are enjoying a week-long festivities with the CUPE New Brunswick's annual convention. I want to say welcome, fellas.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. It's been an already exciting day. I got to start my day off actually going down to the Young Workers Conference and speak to those delegates. And let me just say, what a great turnout and what a lot of fresh ideas. So kudos to the young workers for putting this on.
Yeah, it's a big deal. First one ever. Wes, how are you enjoying the beginning of this exciting time here at the Fredericton Inn?
Well, this is my second CUPE New Brunswick convention. Really enjoying it. Seeing a lot of old friendly faces. Already the first day, we've had a lot of information, a lot of education. Looking forward to the next couple of days.
Now, you know, one of the funny things about this was it was the first time ever that they did a young workers conference and then finished up at noon, only to basically run upstairs and begin the 63rd annual convention here for CUPE New Brunswick. So this would be your first time being downstairs for a young workers conference, then running upstairs and then seeing almost 400 plus people in the auditorium, I'll call it. You know, what was that like for you? You just came from what, 30 people downstairs, 40 people?
Yeah, it was 30, 40 people.
To 400 plus upstairs.
Yeah, it was. It's quite a transition, obviously, to go from the basement of the Fredericton Inn to the Bicentennial Room. But you know, seeing everybody down there, and then seeing some of them up there as well, and talking about the amount of people. Obviously, you know, there's always every year there's always new delegates. So it was always a pleasure to see some people put their hands up and saying that they're here for the first time, and I'll say that it is sad to see that there was also some hands of members that were going to be their last convention as well.
Yes.
Because it's people that I've seen over the years, because I've been coming here for 10 plus years. But it's a lot of faces that I've seen that have paved the way for the generations. So like coming up from the basement now as young workers, but you know, we put policies in place and made changes to constitutions and bylaws and made changes to legislation. So you know, they've really paved the way for everybody. So just seeing that transition for the first time, going from one to another, was really something remarkable. And you know, like you said about the numbers, this is one of the biggest conventions ever for CUPE New Brunswick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They actually had to have an overflow room for the amount of members that are here. So anybody that's watching this that has had the opportunity to attend the CUPE New Brunswick convention, just let that sink in a little bit.
And you know what, Wes? You and I, right place, right time, earlier, outside having a conversation, and ran into our national president, Mark Hancock, ran into our secretary treasurer, Candace Rennick. You know, it was great to see them. You know, so I mean, imagine what they're going through right now, Wes. They're trying to hit every convention across Canada, every provincial convention. So I mean, can you even fathom how quick they're moving?
Well, this is a busy time of the year for them, springtime. There are a lot of conventions. The 90s coming up soon, 12/5/3 next month. So they're very busy traveling across the country. Hard to get to all of them, but they do manage to make an appearance, which says a lot for Candace. Very dedicated.
I couldn't agree more. Nova Scotia. Long-term care workers, they are officially on strike. I had a chance earlier to speak to one of our Atlantic presidents, Ashley Clark, and her and I were discussing a little bit about it. I haven't seen Alan Linkletter. I know he's probably just overflown with phone calls, being on that picket line, because Chris, you and I and Wes knows firsthand what it's like to be on a picket line, be there for the members. Any thought on just maybe what Alan's going through right now?
Yeah, so I remember I was actually local president at the time when we went on strike back in 2021. And I remember the demand that I thought that I needed to do as a leader at that time. We had 3 different stage times, 7 o'clock, I think, then another 4 hours, we had another one, then another 4 hours, we had another one. So we had 3 shifts going through. And I made it a point at that time to make sure to be on the line so that members saw me, make sure the questions, were answered, make sure everybody felt comfortable. But I hit every single one of those times, even though you're only required to do 4 hours in the picket line. But I made sure to be there, for that extended time for the entire strike, just because I felt that it was important. So, with Alan being, the leader of CUPE Nova Scotia, bearing that much more pressure from the membership and the demand, I can just imagine what he's going through. But I know definitely the New Brunswick Federation of Labor and obviously the Atlantic, we send nothing out but solidarity.
Yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow, just a little insight on what we're going to do tomorrow is somehow, some way, we're going to drag some bodies in here, do some interviews, and I did mention to some young workers, Emily Cormier. I did talk to her, who had a major hand in the Young Workers Conference that went on yesterday and today. So I did talk to her. I requested / invited her to come in the gallery, meet with us. Obviously, we're going to meet with Mark and Candace off camera. I am going to try to meet with Mark on camera because Addie had suggested that Mark should be on this camera, and I couldn't agree more with Addie. So, with that being said, I may also pick up this camera tomorrow and walk around and interview people that are out in the lobby and give you guys a little insight on just what is happening and our big giant, 10-foot CUPE backdrop out there that we need one. Sandy, if you're listening, this one needs to go up a lot higher.
I don't even know if that one would fit in this room, to be honest.
No, it wouldn't, not at all.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. It's something that CUPE has been doing here. They have a backdrop, encouraging members to stand in front of it, take a picture. Then I believe the hashtag that they're asking people to use is hashtag CUPE NB SCFP. So when you upload pictures, if you're listening to this at CUPE New Brunswick Convention, put those pictures online and use hashtag again CUPE NB SCFP.
You're good. You're good. I don't think I could have remembered that. That was pretty good.
You had a lot going on at the deck table.
It was a lot today.
I'm up front. It's easier to listen.
It is. And remember, if you are here, so if you're watching this tonight and you are in attendance, make sure you're scanning your QR codes. You need those documents. They're very important throughout this convention. And I just want to make sure the delegates know that. And I think that will wrap up for today. I just wanted to make sure we gave a proper introduction to just how beautiful this setup is this week for CUPE New Brunswick.
And, can we make mention that if you are watching this, you want to come down to the gallery, we do have something that's from one of our sponsors. Very beautiful CUPE box remotely ordered, which we are giving away. There isn't a cost to get a ballot. So come on down, see us at the gallery, get yourself a ballot, take home a beautiful prize.
And Chris wanted to charge you guys $50 a ballot, and me and Wes shut that down.
That's 100% baloney.
We were against it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Solidarity, guys. Come out, have fun, enjoy the convention, and of course, come down and see us. Wes, Chris, and I'll be around.
So again, from all of us, see you later.